My dear, this is Dr Abdul Jabbar Khan, and you're watching YouTube. Ajit Doval, the Indian advisor on national security, is reportedly has gone to Russia. He's going to meet the authorities there in Moscow. And the ultimate objective there is to have a more replenishment for the S400 that was destroyed with the Pakistani Air Force way back on 10th of May. This is one news, whereas on the Pakistani side, Pakistani pilots have, along with the Chinese pilot, have flown the J-35, a state-of-the-art stealth fifth-generation air jet. And that was certainly is going to be a dream for the Pakistani pilots that they were flying in Gilgit-Baltistan area, the state-of-the-art, most modern, not even the India has that got. In South Asia, none of the countries have got that most modern air jets. Rafale is not fifth generation. It may be categorized in the 4.5. These two news I wanted to share with the people and with the people of Pakistan and my viewers across the globe. Given that situation, see the Indian media and they're thinking there is a hue and cry going on, bitter criticism on Pakistan armed forces and the Pakistan's government, China, Azerbaijan, and Turkey. This is their center point for having got a massive barrage of criticism. Abusive language is being used in their programs. And this is all because the Modi has got crushing defeat on 10th of May following the aggression on the part of India on the 6th and 7th night on the May. So these are the situations where Pakistan need to have a new policy, should have a national reconciliation program, should have all the political parties on board. And meanwhile, there are reports from Islamabad that a delegation from the United States of America, overseas Pakistanis and doctors delegation has reached there. And they have been invited by the authorities, maybe ISI, maybe the government, maybe the GHQ, maybe the, obviously this is not the government of Shahbaz Sharif, who may have invited the overseas Pakistanis. Certainly, the negotiations are already there for 2-3 months back. And there were indications given to the previous delegation from the United States of America that government will ease out the pressure, will certainly process the prosecution of the cases vis-a-vis Imrankhan of PTI. That was not the case. Anyway, one should hope for the best that this time the establishment will certainly going to be a very positive negotiation that talks with the overseas Pakistanis who carry a strong brief for not only the Imran Khan but the party as such. Given that situation prevailing in Pakistan, the International Monetary Fund's delegation has gone back and they have released $1 billion plus to the government of Pakistan. But there are certain indications as far as the Pakistan's economy is concerned that given the situation that all is going well, is not the case as such. Now the federal budget is going to be presented next month before the National Assembly, and that carries a hell of a burden, or the tax load will be added to the the projected expenses and the revenue. In that case, the Central Board of Revenue, that is the Federal Board of Revenue, has not been that successful in mobilization of the uh, tax target that was fixed in the outgoing budget. Previously, it was 13,000 billion rupees, around 13 trillion. This is not the case that they have got a shortfall of say around 200 billion plus. So, given that situation, will this time Pakistan will be having a tax target of say 15,000 plus? Because given the situation, as Faisal Bhavda says, that Pakistan need to have a more than double the defense budget. That's not possible. But obviously, given the situation with India, and the war is still not got too close to any moment, the people believe that Pakistan will have to, people of Pakistan will have to sacrifice more in terms of the development expenses and other allocations, except that they have to go for the debt servicing as well as the defense allocations. These two head of accounts are going to be more than say around 60 to 70% for the national exchequer. This is an alarming situation, and Pakistan need to have overall reforms in terms of the cut of the National Finance Commission's reward or the reduction in the overall federal exchequer in the current expenditure. So that is the situation prevailing for Pakistan. It's not as good in terms of the revenue, but if there is a reconciliation between the government and the opposition PTI, one can believe that the overseas Pakistanis will certainly come to a great help to Pakistan, who are remitting around, say, $36 billion a year. They have increased the chunk of the allocation they usually send to their relatives here in Pakistan. So that these 2-3 points, given that which I have thrown some light on it, the situation is not that positive vis-a-vis Pakistan and India, and there are reports as if India is mobilizing new equipment and the weaponry, and they are preparing for a big war with Pakistan. That is called in defense terminology, they call it a hot war, because they call it a very brief skirmishes in the first week of May. But next time, as and when India, has will replenish all the needs of the equipment and the defense weaponry, they are going to certainly attack Pakistan again. So, with that situation, is that Pakistan government is ready to face that scenario? That's going to be very alarming. These are some points that I wanted to elaborate before you. Thank you very much.